Hello everyone. Today I just want to say, before I start this video, one thing I want to mention is that this video is very late, since this video was supposed to come out at the beginning of the month, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it then, so I'm making it now, because you know what they say, better late than never. So pretty much, yeah. So the video I'm here to make today, of course, is my monthly video, where I talk about the videos I planned for the month, and that being June videos planned, so that's what I'll be talking about today. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah. To start things off, I'll talk about the videos that I usually talk about, them being Shout Out Saturday and Sunday. Now, I can't remember if I ever talked about Shout Out Saturday and Sunday first in one of these videos, but I'm talking about them first here, and I've actually missed a couple Shout Out Saturdays and Sundays recently, so that's why this week, the ones that I missed, I'm going to make up for, and I'm going to make a couple of them on Saturday and Sunday, so yeah, so pretty much, yeah. Anyways, moving on, another video I'll talk about that I've been meaning to make for a while is my graduation video. Now, for those of you who don't know, I finally graduated from school this month, and pretty much, yeah, so that means that I'm officially done with school, and now I can focus on other things, but I'll talk more about that when I make my graduation video, since I graduated earlier this month, and of course, just like with this video, I'm gonna make that video later, but it's alright, so pretty much, yeah. But anyways, like I said, some other videos that I'll talk about that I've been meaning to make a new intro and outro video, but like I said, I'll make that soon. I'll make those videos soon, so pretty much, yeah. Now for some other videos I'll talk about. Some other videos I plan to make are, I plan to make more redub announcement, of course, and speaking of redubs, I plan to make 2 redub compilations soon. One of them being a redub compilation of all my Thomas redubs, and another redub compilation of all my non-Thomas redubs, so pretty much, yeah. Speaking of Thomas redubs, there's a few redubs I want to talk about here that I'm going to finally try to make, since these redubs I've been planning to make for quite some time now, but unfortunately, due to problems, whether it be voice actors or like other problems, which problems I won't talk about, but you get what I mean. That's why I haven't been able to make redubs recently as much as I want to, since pretty much, yeah. But anyways, the main redubs I'm going to see about focusing on, well, finally making, of course, are Man vs. Train 3, Man vs. Train 4, and Man vs. Train 5. There's a few of them. Speaking of Man vs. Train 3, I've been meaning to make that redub for, well, ever since the beginning of this year, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to finish it since I did start it, and I haven't been able to work on it since. But don't worry, like I said, that's one of the main things I'm going to focus on, especially now, once again, now that I'm graduated, and now that I have more time, and also since, of course, it's summer now, but you get what I mean. Anyways, moving on, some other redubs I plan to make are, of course, All at Sea redub, and some other ones. Speaking of other redubs, I also plan to make, or more specifically, I plan to try to start my Royal Engine redub. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do that, but I'm going to try to find a way, since, like I said, if I have to, I'll see about making my own footage for redubs, since, pretty much, yeah, but I'll see what I want to do, but we'll see. Anyways, pretty much, yeah. Speaking of other redubs I plan to make Gordon and Spencer and Peace and Quiet redubs this month, or I'm going to try. Like I said, well, pretty much the main thing I'm trying to say about redubs is that there's a possibility I won't be able to make them at this time, because, well, like I mentioned before, I've had to put them on hold before, and as much as I want to put them on hold again, I feel like that might be a possibility, but like I said, I'm going to try my best to make them, no matter what. And another redub I'll mention, but I'll mention this again in the July videos planned, is my Thompson Fireworks display redub, since that video will be for, well, that will be a redub special for the 4th of July, and pretty much, yeah, so as far as I know, that's pretty much all the Thomas redubs I want to talk about. Actually, no, there's one more I want to talk about real quick, and that is my Hero of the Rails redub. That's a redub I've been meaning to make for, well, a long time now, actually, and once again, due to problems, I haven't been able to make that one. However, I've started the intro for it, and speaking of redubs, there's one more Thomas redub I want to talk about, and that is, of course, The Adventure Begins redub, as well as Magic Road, I should mention, since pretty much those movies are the ones I'm trying to focus on right now, and pretty much, yeah. But of course, speaking of Thomas movie redubs, I plan to focus on those at a different time, but for these ones in particular, I'm trying to focus on, since for Magic Road and Adventure Begins, those two are the main 2 movies that I want to see about making redubs of, since pretty much, yeah. And pretty much the final Thomas redub that I'll talk about is Thomas Blows a Stack. That's another one I'm gonna see about making, but you get the point. And as far as I know, it's pretty much all the Thomas redubs I want to talk about. So give me a second. Let me try to remember what I talked about. So pretty much, yeah. So pretty much, I'm pretty sure I talked about all the Thomas-related redubs, but you get the point. Speaking of other redubs, another redub series I'm going to finally try to make is, of course, my Tugs redubs. Now, I cannot tell you how many times I've talked about Tugs and the redub series I plan to make, or redub series in general. In general, I can't tell you how many times I've talked about redub series that I want to make, but once again, it's another one of those ones that I haven't been able to make, but I'm going to try my best. But like I said, the Tugs redubs you can expect to see this month are, of course, or try to see this month, is, of course, Sunshine, Pirate, and Trapped. And once again, this next one, I'll pretty much what I'm trying to say without getting my words mixed up, is that this next one I'll mainly talk about in the July videos one, but the other one in particular I'm going to see about focusing on for now is, of course, the Regatta redub, since Regatta is basically like a 4th of July related episode from Tugs. So that's another one I want to see about making for, is, of course, well, pretty much, of course, for 4th of July as well. So pretty much that way I'll have a Thomas one and a Tugs one, but you get the point. Anyways, pretty much, yeah. So moving on, the next thing I'll talk about is that I plan to make some more new engine videos this month, or try to at least. And I also plan to make more, what's the thing? I'm trying to remember. Unboxing videos, there we go. Okay, I'm sorry I couldn't remember for a second, but it's alright. Anyways, pretty much, yeah. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned announcements, but I'll mention it again. I plan to make announcements this month. Speaking of videos that I plan to make, I also plan to make some, well, more meme videos. And I also plan to try to make another meme compilation. Actually, I can't remember if I ever made a meme compilation before. I can't remember. But I know I made meme videos before. And there's a couple meme videos I want to see about making another one of. And it's pretty much, yeah. Speaking of projects, some projects I plan to finally continue, or try to get back to, is the movies I planned. The two main movies I'm planning on focusing on for now is, of course, Jordan's Origins and Boko's Search are the main two. And I also plan to focus on my series Trackmaster Sodor and pretty much, yeah. I also have another random video planned soon, but I'll make an announcement for that soon. So yes, pretty much, yeah. This next video I'll talk about is a video that I really don't want to talk about, but I'll talk about. I'll basically give a brief summary about this now. Later on, I plan to make a video basically explaining some things from for things I don't know how to say it. Like I'm getting things mixed up, but you get the point. And last but not least, another video I'll talk about is that I plan to make a video showing off my graduation presents, but to be honest, I gotta find all of them, so I feel like that's one's gonna take a while. And pretty much, yeah. And last but not least, the final video I'll talk about is, of course, I plan to make a video basically showing off my collections, since it's been a while since I did some collection videos. Now the two main collections I plan to focus on is, of course, I plan to make a collection about my knockoff Thomas & Friends items that I have from Trackmaster, and I also plan to do an updated collection video of my All Engines Go plushes, since a while back, after I made the first one, I got another plush Kana, and the only plush character I'm missing is a plush Percy. So pretty much, yeah, well, another plush Percy, since I actually have two of each character besides Percy. So once I get a second Percy, then I'll be able to do another collection, since I'll have two of each character. So pretty much, yeah. So like I said, that's pretty much what I want to say. So yeah, so pretty much, yeah. And I'm pretty sure that's everything I want to talk about. One final thing I'll talk about is that I plan to make some singing videos, since there's been a couple songs I want to see about making videos about, well, how about me singing about, but you get the point. The point is that that's pretty much all the videos I want to talk about. So before in this video, there's two things I'll mention. First thing is that I'm sorry if I was repeating myself, and the second thing is that I'm sorry if I was getting my words mixed up, and pretty much, yeah. And the final thing I'll talk about is that if there's anything I missed, then I'll either make a follow-up video or something, or I'll make another video. I'll think about it, but you get the point. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much all I'm saying. So anyways, yeah, thanks for watching, and bye everyone. Bye.